lot to get to with Justin Wilcox, the head coach of the Bears, who's with us right now. Also a huge rock music fan as well. We could talk about that at another time. Coach, I want to ask you about some players, but I think from a news standpoint, people are curious about offensive coordinator. Just kind of take me through how that search is going and what fans can expect over the course of the next few days/weeks.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm happy for Bo Baldwin, and he's done an awesome job for us. He's a heck of a football coach, an even better person. And, in my role, anytime a guy can improve his situation and what's better for him and his family, we support that. So Bo's been great for us. He's coached our kids really well. He's a super person, and I'm happy for him. Moving forward, there's been a lot of interest in the job, and that's a good thing. And we'll make the decision when the time's appropriate. And I would imagine in the next 10 days or so, we'll see how that goes. But vetting some people and talk to some people at all levels. And again, like I said, it's great because there's a lot of interest. And my job is to find the right fit for our school and our players, and that's what I'll do.
Yeah, I think the thing that's most impressive about this class is amid that loss of Bo Baldwin, offensively, you get some players. And I want to start there with Jeremiah Hunter out of Fresno. How did you land him? I feel like you guys were on him really early, a dynamic wide receiver. Yeah, and again, the staff did a great job identifying him early. We were on Jeremiah, way back when, and had a chance to get to know him and his family. He was over here a lot. He's really a dynamic guy. He makes a lot of plays in different ways down the field, catching the ball over his shoulder, making people miss in the quick game, tunnel screens. He makes acrobatic catches, and he's very athletic. He's a great kid. Really excited about him getting here and becoming part of our team, and just another guy that can create some explosive plays for us. Speaking of explosive, at commercial breaks, Mike and I usually have a dunk contest on this little Nerf hoop back there. Yeah. But saw Mason Mangum throw down a gnarly windmill dunk. When did you see this, and was that part of the recruiting with this guy? Yeah, that showed up. We had been talking to Mason way back when, and he had committed elsewhere, and then we got involved a little bit later in the process, and we have some connections to his family as well. He's an excellent student and a big-time athlete. Two-sport guy. He's a accomplished high hurdler. He's a 24-foot long jumper, and he's a windmill dunker, as you can see. But again, another guy that's explosive and can create some big plays for us.
Coach, just to be clear, I'm a Fisher-Price all-star out there with that.
I figured you were.
I mean, let's just be clear here. You just talked about a wide receiver. Just from an evaluation standpoint, what are some of the things? I mean, obviously, we're talking about a kid who's super athletic, but as you and your staff go and look at the tape, what are some of those attributes you're looking for at that position? Because clearly, Yogi and I have been talking about that. You've filled a pretty good need with this class.
Yeah, and I think just different types of players. At the receiver position specifically, some guys that can get down the field that have that speed and quickness, and then some mismatch guys, some big, strong guys who can make contested catches. So I think it takes all types. We'd like to have both of those styles in our offense, and I think with this group of 5 guys, and you add Justin Baker in, who's kind of a different style, a slot guy who can get you some fly sweeps and he has that make you miss +1. So, just different styles at that position, and really good for us moving forward. Yeah, Justin Baker was fun to watch. I had a chance to talk to his high school coach last night, and he was so excited to come and play for you, be a part of that program, impact that team in a lot of ways. But I want to talk about somebody that could literally impact in a lot of ways. Tommy Christakos. If our research is right, he can catch a touchdown, kick the PAT, and then kick off for the Cal Bears next year. I've been joking with him. It's not a joke. I mean, that's going to be a goal. I want him to go catch a touchdown, kick the extra point, and then kick off and make the tackle. I think that'd be pretty cool. So, accomplished player. He is a guy that can create some mismatches. Whether it's playing inside or even out at the X receiver. Depending on how people are going to cover him. So, again, another good football player, excellent student, really hardworking guy. So it'll be great to get him in here and get him into the offense and in our off-season program and let him grow as a player.
Justin, I know we spent a lot of time talking about some of these offensive guys, and I know there's more players to get to. You just highlighted at the start kind of the search for the offensive coordinator. When you have conversations with skill position players that want to head to Cal and they don't know who the OC is, clearly you got guys to stick with you. What's the message in those living rooms?
Well, we have a program philosophy on offense in terms of what we're going to be, and I think talking them through the program philosophy, and obviously Bo is a heck of a coach, and we hate losing Bo, but we're going to find somebody that fits us, and we're probably not going to go out and run the triple option, and we're not going to be an empty every down either. So the program philosophy will stay the same, and we'll find the right person who has those things and those styles that will fit our players moving forward.
Coach, we talked about 2 weeks ago, and you're on a plane to Hawaii. I got to assume it was to go lock down Mo Iosefa versus have a Mai Tai and enjoy Waikiki or the North Shore.
Hope you did both.
Hope you did both. We would do both for sure. Probably not sign this guy, but you found Mo Iosefa and locked it down. How'd you do it?
Well, Mo, we got up here in June. We had two players out of Hawaii, Mo Iosefa and Stanley McKenzie, and again, our staff did a great job identifying them early in the process and creating that relationship. They came over in June, like I said, for official visits and had a great time being here, learning about Cal. I think, it's the combination, right? The development as a player, fitting into the locker room, the academics, and then the life after football piece. And so with all those things being said, both Mo and Stanley were great fits for us.
Coach, awesome seeing the product on the football field. I know injury is a little bit of an issue last year, but the class is pretty impressive. So congrats on a job well done, and can't wait to find out who that next offensive coordinator is going to be.
All right, thanks a lot. Go Bears.